Hi, I'm Ash with Kick Ash Furniture, and if you'd like to see how I did this look right here with this beautiful shiny bronze and copper finish, keep watching. Okay, so here I am using Dixie Belle's coffee bean, which is a gorgeous dark chocolate espresso color. You can use any dark brown you want, but this one is one of my favorites and it's what I had on hand. So I've already got a base coat of this on here. First, I cleaned the piece really well, then I scuff sanded it. Slick sticked it, which is a bonding primer. I put a base coat of the coffee bean on, and now I'm going on with another wet coat. I also have my mister bottle here. It's very important when you're doing a blended look and layer on that second coat to keep it wet, not dripping wet or super slick, but moist enough that your paint can move and you can really blend those colors and get a nice smooth finish. Because even though I'm not looking for perfect, I don't want a lot of texture, as in raised texture. Sorry, my kids are in the background in the video and in this recording because that's my real life. So as you can see, I'm putting on this second coat here. And then once I get the second coat on, I'm going in with the copper patina by Dixie Belle and the bronze patina. Now again, you can use any bronze, patina, golds, whatever you like from any brand. This is what I have. These are the colors I liked. I have 3 brushes for each color, and then you'll see me use a clean, dry Best Dang brush, which is a round brush that I use for the actual blending, because this one gives me the best smoky, cloudy blend that I am looking for this particular look. So here I go in with the copper. I wet my brush a little bit, showing you the product. And make sure, again, the most important thing is keeping everything wet enough that you can blend and move the paint and the colors where you want. So I'm just kind of laying them on here in the spots that I want. This is a piece for me. This is going in my bedroom. I am more prone to copper. I love copper, so I am going to put a little more of that on than I'd use the bronze. And layer it exactly how I would want, because it is for me. And then I've got the bronze here, putting that in other sections. Now I have the Best Dang brush, and I'm just using that to get that smoky blend and just mixing all those colors in. There's nothing on the brush. It was dry. I'm keeping the piece wet, but not the brush itself. And then adding a little more colors here and there as I feel I need it. Putting in the brown again some more if I feel like I have too much. And I'm going to do this all over the entire piece. Yes, I know I need my roots done. My hair's a mess. Please ignore that the rest of the video. But I'm going to do this technique on the whole piece. Now I will say for the front section, I do not use the Best Dang brush for blending. I just simply use each angled brush to blend it in softly, because of all the details and angles going on in the front. I wouldn't really be able to use the Best Dang brush. So here it's just, I'm not really wanting it to blend into a new color with the brown. I just want it to be a soft effect. So we're going for this metal, almost leather kind of odd look, if you get what I'm saying. Now, I will say here and point out, if you notice, I pulled the drawer open and I made sure I got the top lip and the sides. That's always key in a way to look professional. And I'm going to do one drawer at a time because, again, the most important thing when doing a blended look like this and making it nice and workable is doing small sections. If I tried to do all three at once, I risk having something dry out and tugging or pulling the paint, or it not blending smoothly. So just one drawer or one section at a time. As you see this really detailed section in between the two drawers, I'm going to do that in the top and just nice soft. Again, my kids are in the background. The big part of why it took so long to get this video, because I am a mom of 3 with a 4th on the way. So take what you can get. I will also note I did paint the hardware on this look because I didn't want like a solid color metal hardware. I wanted it to be blended and flow with the piece and look like it was just matched right in there. So that's why I painted it on there. Again, this is a piece for me, so I did it how I want. So, and I think it played off really well. And I did the same exact step as for everything else. Base coat of the brown, then layered the patinas. Okay, now I'm on the next side panel, exact same thing. Gonna layer in the chocolate, keeping everything wet with my spray bottle, then copper and bronze, and using that same Besting brush to blend everything. Now, you can also use like an oval medium. Basically, any type of dry, round brush will give you this blended, smoky effect doing it this way. Okay, so after all that, I clear coated this with 2 coats of almost like a semi-gloss clear coat with a brand that's not in business right now. And I let that dry. Now, since I'm using oil-based products, this is a Prima copper gilding wax and a Dixie Belle bronze gilding wax. They are oil-based, and since everything else is water-based, this needs to be your very last step. The sealing part's very boring. It's just me going over it with a brush. So yeah, I'm sure you've seen other videos doing that. Here I'm taking a natural bristle fan brush that has seen better days. And I'm using the one brush for both colors to go in and just kind of pick and choose how and where I want an extra brighter touch of copper or bronze, and kind of using my finger to soften it out. Again, this is a piece for me, so I'm putting things where I want, and I'm a little more biased towards copper. But just going for all the raised points, the edges, all these details. I'm not going to hit any of the flat panels, really. I'm a little clumsy. Just kind of hitting hardware and raised points, details, to make everything kind of really pop and really bring out that shine to where you get that kind of leathery metal look that I'm going for. It's an odd look. To me, it's unique. If I'm the first one to do it, cool. Let's name it the kick-ash technique. And I'm also okay if the colors blend together on the brush for almost a third bronzy, coppery color. To me, it just helps with that melted, smoky, cloudy, blended in look. So I'm not worried about that. So I'm going to do this all over the front, a little bit on the sides, barely touching the top at all. And then this piece will be complete. Here's the final result. Hope you like it. Remember to follow Kick-Ash Furniture.